Peace and blessings, everyone. Thank you for joining or tuning in to my Aisha Speaks Jade page, where, of course, I am none other than Aisha, affectionately known as Jade. So, my goal for this evening was to be visible so you could see me because, of course, you know, my goal for 2019 is to make myself more visible. However, I am a little under the weather, but I'm still coming live, but I'm definitely under the weather. And when I mean that, it's in regards to my mouth. So I've had dental work before Christmas, had to do an emergency procedure. They started working on that. Of course, I have to go back and get that taken care of, right? But now the other side of my mouth is in pain. You have no idea. I am in pain. I am pushing through this. I want to be consistent, even though it's a live audio instead of a live video. So please bear with me if I have to pause or, if I have to do anything for a hot minute because I'm in pain. My mouth is in pain. So hopefully all will be well tomorrow. If not, I'm still going to do my best to bring you good content and just keep it moving. So I am doing a live audio for Thursday, January the 3rd, 2019. And I've decided instead of saying Happy New Year's, when people say Happy New Year's, not that there's anything wrong with saying Happy New Year's, I'm deciding personally for myself, I'm going to say Happy New Beginnings. Happy New Beginnings 2019 to everyone. We're still a couple days into the new year 2019. So happy new beginnings, everyone. So this evening, I would like to talk about how to establish a rock star routine in 2019. How to establish a rock star routine in 2019. So these habits and rituals or routines can help improve both our work and well-being. And it's all about productivity. So there are many reasons that New Year resolutions don't stick. But rather than focusing on the negative, I prefer to focus on what does work. Habits like journaling in the morning or protecting your peak work time has proven successful for quite a few people, as well as being interested in increasing their productivity. So even asking some key questions early in the year and checking in throughout the year has helped stay on course for so many people. And perhaps staying on course has worked for you. But for those that it hasn't, it's not too late because you can push that rewind and make it work for you. So while it's not always necessary to stick to a regimented routine to be successful, there are a few things we can implement into our days that can improve both our work and well-being. So here are 5 suggestions to do that. So the first would be give yourself a deadline. Give yourself a deadline. It's been scientifically proven that we all have the same number of hours per day. 24 hours in a day. No more, no fewer. No matter how we slice it, it's all we have, so it's best to be mindful of how we use those hours. Rather than leave it to chance, block out chunks of time and commit to working on whatever it is that you need to get done during that time. So, why don't you try to commit yourself to an hour or 3 hours on a particular subject that you're looking to do. Then perhaps after that, turn off your email and set aside your phone and just focus on getting whatever those subjects or whatever you're looking to do, get them done within that amount of time. So that's all about give yourself a deadline. Blocking out those chunks of time so that you can focus and work on what you need to do. Don't get yourself distracted by that cell phone or that landline, if anybody still use landlines, because it can really distract you and put you somewhere else and take you off of focus, as well as texting, the cell phone, the emails, and all of that. You want to put those off to the side and focus just on exactly what you need to do. The next would be find your sweet spot and protect it. Find your sweet spot and protect it. So here's a question. Hopefully you can leave a comment in my box. Are you a morning person or a night owl? Me, I think I'm a little bit of both, right? Just like I know I'm an extrovert and an introvert. So are you a morning person or a night owl? And if you choose to say why you are either or, definitely leave it in the comment box. So figuring out your chronotype will not only help you be more productive, it'll make you happier because you'll be able to stay focused when you need it the most. So I pretty much know I'm not the most productive after I wake up in the morning. Okay. Sometimes if I can get something in to eat or maybe perhaps have a cup of tea before I'm off to work, kind of get my day going. It starts you off. It can start you off right. So I feel like once you get yourself together, you'll be able, like once you get into that niche or once you get into that routine, you'll be able to get the amount of work done in those first few hours. Then in the second half of the day, maybe perhaps you can do some administrative tasks towards like the afternoon, the late morning or the afternoon time. But get yourself into a habit or get yourself into a routine where you can just keep it flowing. So again, that was about finding your sweet spot and protecting it. Next is create rituals or habits to keep you motivated. So if you have a ritual of starting your morning with a cup of coffee, especially like say if you're a writer and that's your ritual, a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, your journal, something no one will see or edit or judge, is particularly freeing and motivating. So it probably lets you brain dump or work through challenges in a way that you've never considered or thought possible that it was going to happen. So again, it's about creating rituals or habits to keep you motivated. You want to stay consistent. It is all about not only disciplining yourself, but you want to stay consistent with what you're doing, whether you are a writer and, writer/author or whatever it is that you do. Stick to a ritual or a habit or a routine so that you don't get off track. And make sure that you incorporate motivation. Maybe you might want to get into a habit of saying some motivational words, inspirational words, the I am quotes, before you start, just to give yourself that extra boost. So that was about creating rituals, routines, or habits to keep you motivated. Next is think small. Big goals are lofty and exciting. They also don't happen overnight. Digging deeper into what you want to accomplish is important, but so is understanding your motivation. Once you have that figured out, plotting out incremental tasks and staying accountable is key. I just spoke on that. Staying accountable. You have to stay accountable. We have to stay accountable, guys. That is definite key. Breaking down those big goals into actionable steps helps you stay motivated as you see progress. Because if you are clustered, like I can be clustered sometime, just all over the place, have it in my brain and don't write it down. Anxiety is sky high. A lot of things don't get accomplished, and then I'm just kind of all over the place emotionally. And for me also, working on being organized helps me as well. I'm not talking about being dirty. I'm just talking about being organized. I need to be organized as best as possible. It just makes my flow a little bit better. Some people can have just like a whole lot of stuff around them and it works for them. That's them. So whatever works best for you, do it, but definitely make sure that you're staying accountable. So again, breaking down those big goals into actionable steps helps you stay motivated as you see progress. And lastly, plan for rewards. Rewards have been proven to increase motivation, but not all awards are the same. Rather than reward yourself for simply accomplishing something that was relatively easy to complete, save your rewards for the big milestones. So I say give yourself credit for small tasks as well as big tasks. That's what I say. But if you feel as though you want to put those rewards off to the side and you just want to congratulate yourself for big achievements, do you. That's quite okay. So according to research, you may be undermining your motivation by rewarding yourself for completing tasks that don't have value. But then again, I believe all things have value, but that's just me. I like to learn how to pat myself on the back and say, you know what? Job well done. You completed this. Like I'm learning to write down my task. I may not complete all of those tasks in one day, but what I do complete, I'm definitely like, okay, check it off. That's what's up. Got that task done. And I know tomorrow I can hopefully finish it off. But again, whatever works for you. This is not a right or wrong thing. Whatever works for you as far as how you reward yourself or what is your niche, I strongly encourage it. So research says, again, you may be undermining your motivation by rewarding yourself for completing tasks that don't have value. Adding rewards to your routine will motivate you to hit that next milestone. So I'm probably talking out both sides of my mouth, but yes, I just believe in the reward system, big or small, because some people may need that to uplift them. And others have a stronger character, I guess, for a better word, so to speak. And finally, not all days end the way we hope. Some days are harder than others and may derail our Rockstar routine plans. Don't kill yourself over it. We all have bad days, or as I like to say, we all have challenging days. It's how we react to a challenging day or bad day that can determine how our next day will fare off or turn out. So, yes, real life, there's good days and there's challenging or bad days. It's all in the mindset how we're going to deal with it. Are we going to choose to stay stuck in that negative mindset, or are we going to have a reset button and have like a plan B on how we think? I say again, reward yourself for small tasks, big tasks, and you can throw in some extra rewards for something by stepping out the box. So that's just a little bit that I wanted to speak on. Again, we talked about plan for rewards, think small, create rituals or habits or routines to keep you motivated. Find your sweet spot and protect it, and give yourself a deadline. Thank you for joining my pages in advance, and thank you for listening to the replay, which will be available shortly after. You can find me on social media at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and my YouTube channel. You can find me under all of them. Aisha Speaks Jade. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and my YouTube channel, which please go and hit the thumbnail to subscribe. Hit the notification bell for all updates. As far as my other social media platforms, you can like, join, definitely support, share. Ouch, that hurts. So, yes, make sure that you have your self-care toolbox, your health and wellness toolbox, your spiritual toolbox, if you like to create that, your communications toolbox. And I spoke on something else that seems, I'm all about self-care toolboxes that are going to help you. You probably can incorporate all of them. How about we just take all of those that apply to you and put that all in your self-care toolbox for good days and challenging days. Take care of yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Create your greatness and create your happiness. Learn to love, like, and respect yourself, because it starts with you. I send out amazing positive vibes and energy to each and every one of you. Again, happy new beginnings in 2019. Take some of those that you had in 2018, bring them on over and make them really effective. I'm also, before I end, I'm looking to have guests on my platform. So if you are a small business owner or a business owner, small or large, an entrepreneur, financial advisor, coach, advocate, activist, artist, Bitcoins, Forex, and you have something positive to say and share, then definitely reach out to me. Would love to have you as a guest on my platform. Again, positive vibes and energy that I send out. Enjoy the rest of this evening. I'm taking it down for the night. And with that being said, be good to yourself. Namaste and Ashe.